Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at the Valley, the Old Farm. This map is over at farmingsimulator.com's website under the mod hub. This map is for PC, Mac, and console. And let me just go ahead and read a little bit of the description. It says, "Welcome to the Valley, the Old Farm. This is a fictional European style map with many fields, approximately 92. The main farm that takes all the animals, which I have to say I disagree a little bit with, because the pigs are separate from the cows and sheeps. Um, a detailed landscape with many functions in the map. There are tutorial TVs scattered around the map. This map is seasons prepared and does have the chop straw mod. So with that, let's just go ahead and jump on in. We're going to deselect all, and we're going to pick up our gator. We're going to go ahead and pull up the log and watch the map load up. So as you can see, the map loads up very quickly. Has a little list of starting equipment, not too terrible long. And here we are. So, first thing you notice is we kind of start here on the at the entrance to the farm. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map itself. So the first thing you notice is the middle of the map is predominantly forest. That's what this area is here. This area here, for the most part, is forest. There's a fair bit of fields up here in the north, smaller fields, larger fields to the south. And we've got a river kind of separating the two with, looks like two main river crossings and a possibly a little bit of a dirt. Maybe a dirt crossing there we'll have to explore a bit. There's also a bridge here. And possibly something there. Check out. So let's take a look and see how many fields we own. So we own fields 2, 25, 26, 93, 62, 91, and 92. So we own 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields from the start, all fairly small. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 grass fields and 3 arable fields. Other thing to note is, of course, this map came out after the Platinum Edition, and sugarcane's here. And if we just toggle sugarcane a little bit, if you pay attention, you'll see right up just above field 22, there's a little bit of sugarcane color showing up here. Right there, you see it? Zoom in a little bit more. Right there is sugarcane. So we're going to check that out in a bit. We also have some poplar over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here we've got some strips of poplar that looks like we'll be able to take advantage of. Also, all right, so let's go ahead and move on through. This is what we want to do. So we're on hard mode, and we don't start with any crops in our silos. We have 2 main sell points on the map. And of course, we have a straw sell point, wood chips. Looks like we have 3 sell points for straw, grass, and hay. We have our BGA for our silage. They also take manure and slurry. Okay. And here's our list of starting equipment. You can see we don't have anything that's leased. Everything that we own from the start has 0 days on it, very low operating hours, obviously. So the maintenance is not going to be too terrible bad for that starting equipment. Let's go ahead and take out a loan. Alrighty. And we have all 3 animal types on this map. We have sheep, pigs, and cows. And our silo has a capacity of 800,000 liters. So something else that we know about this map is this map does have the gold nuggets. So you will be able to hunt down 100 gold nuggets and get yourself a cool $1 million of starting cash. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting equipment. So we start with two tractors, the New Holland 8340 and the 1455 case. So we have between 125 and 145 horsepower to begin with. We have our front loader arms and a bucket. We have a skid steer and a bale fork. We have the fairly standard 1660 starting harvester with a grain header. We have a small Brantner tipper that holds 8,500,000 liters. And then we have, dare I say, the trifecta of all starting maps. We have the Kuhn cultivator, the little Salford plow, and the horrific Great Plains seeder. I just can't stand that thing. Got the little fertilizer spreader. We have a manure spreader. We have an old pickup truck and our power washer. So let's go ahead and pick up our gator. Sit up here. Let's take a look, and there's a shop. Our gator. Let's hit reset and see what happens to it. All right, so it does appear this is the main farm. As you can see, we have cows and sheep and chickens, but pigs are up here. So the pigs are removed from the main farm. All right, let's go ahead and explore the main farm a little bit. So we start here at the the road. We've got a little fountain here off to the side. Come in the gate, and we've got free-range chickens. Those of you that don't like chickens, well, they're all over the place. And if anybody has seen the preview videos, I'm sure you've seen the videos from Blacksheep Modding's YouTube page. You'll know that you can put bales up here on the upper level of this structure. Down here we have our seeder, tractor, cultivator, and then we have a seed fill point back here. This part we have fuel. Here we have a liquid fertilizer fill point. Then over here we have a solid fertilizer fill point. Our wash bay. And we have our customize and repair bay. And here's one of the TVs that are on the map. Let's go ahead and look at that. Just activate it by left clicking. And see where the eggs are. Sell your eggs, wool. You can see all the various areas for the sheep, the water, loading point, feed them, where the wool's going to appear. We have our pig zone. This is where we feed and clean our pigs. Manure, a little corner here, and liquid manure here in the pit. And this is where we are. Workshop, wash zone, fertilizer in those two bays, fuel in there. Then we haven't seen our silo yet, but our silo is over there. And then also at the pig zone, we have straw, which if you look real close, see kind of a pallet-y thing here, which is the pallet right there. So this area back here, if you look at that little center circle on the screen, that's where the straw goes. So that is the equivalent of this. Then you have your water and your unloading point. You have your cow zone. This is where you're going to store your manure, because it looks like your manure is going to pile up inside. You're going to have to muck out the manure. Your straw trigger is also there. Your water is around back in your feeding trough. Also can feed in the little round feeding area in the back. Then you have your unloading zone right there for your cows, and then that's where you buy and sell your animals in town. Here's our Blacksheep modding store with the sell and configuration off to the side. Here's one of our sell points. We have a grain dump where we can buy seed, buy fertilizer, and sell our bales and windrow grass. See, we have customize for sale signs. The log sawmill. We have both where we can sell wood chips here, and in the far back we've got the standard farm sim wood chip sell point. We have a standard farm sim log sell point, or we could also sell logs here. At the PGA we have 3 bunkers, 1, 2, and 3. then our Silo King, and then our Digestate. We can get free water out of the river, and here's the GPS coordinates for doing that. You can buy water at the tower. Farm 1 is right here where we are. We have the sheep area, we have the cow area, and then up around back we've got a big flat spot for placeable buildings. The AgriLife, we can sell our grain, we can sell our bales and windrow, we can buy seed. Got a bale sell point at Farm 3, and at Farm 2 we have a big, large placeable silage bunker. That's about it there at Farm 2. What's interesting, and I haven't tried this, is it looks like with Field 85. What's interesting with Field 85 is it's flat. So you can cultivate and use the roller, basically get dirt, that you can then just put buildings in. Of course, we'll have to see. I don't think we own Field 85. We're going to have to buy it before we could do that. Is Field 85 at? Look and see if we can't find Field 85. Well, there's 86, 82, 88, 81, 7. Here's 85 right here. So yeah, we don't own that, so we could buy it, cultivate it up, and do that all fun. Farm 3 has the same area up here, grass, but if we cultivate and roll it, we can get a placeable zone out of Farm 3. Farm 1, we have 2 bunkers and a storage area for like our root crops, a grain silo, and then kind of showing that we have 2 different sides for our cowshed triggers. We've got removable hedges. In order to do the removable hedges, we basically have to activate the allow field creation, and then we can plow the hedges. And spoiler, that there is a gold nugget. There is a gold nugget likely in one of these removable hedges. I don't know if that means we're going to have to remove the hedge in order to get to it. There's that bale sell point, or not bale storage area. The bunkers on the back have ramps. We'll show that off. And that's it. Got a couple little pictures here. So that's basically the TV. We're going to find the TV scattered in a couple other places. Something else that's really cool about the map is this is your kind of farmhouse. And it's pretty neat is we can access to our garage. Pickup truck. Some firewood. Okay. What I wanted to show you was up here. We can go in the house. And if you followed this map, again on Blacksheep Modding's YouTube page, you'll know that our YouTube site, you know that this is is possible. Basically, you can go in the house. This is the back of the house. This little area here. You got basketball hoops all over the place on this map. You'll find. Then inside here, oh look, we've got another TV on the wall. Another tutorial. It's basically the exact same screens. It's a little bit brighter here. What I found funny is we still have the "You Are Here" screen. So it's as if we are standing where we were before. It'd be nice if these screens were a little customized, I think, to reflect where you're watching it at, but maybe that's not something that's technically easy to do. And I really got a kick out of this little model of this forklift. It's really nice. I like the detailing on that, and quite frankly, I would really like to see that in the game. Because the forklift that we have, the little Clark, I think is atrocious looking. This little forklift, she looks pretty nice. Love to have that in the game if at all ever possible. Alright, let's get on with the tour here. And here we've got a have just a little storage shop. Yep. Lots of places to explore, and most of this stuff is going to be dynamic. don't like where it's positioned, you can kind of move it around. But just know that moving this stuff around it's probably going to pop back in its original spot before next time you load the map up. So wouldn't go too hog wild cleaning up in here. The little garage area. So there's the reset point right there. Here we've got two of the silage bunkers. Let's go ahead and watch the trigger pop up. Go. There we go. And we got little steps here. Go in between them. And this is kind of the root crop storage. More just general storage buildings around the sides here. There's our plow. Food. Over here we've got some more storage, and our harvester is stored over here. Our harvester. Can we get up on the... Oh, no, we can't get up there. Okay. I saw the ladder, and I know up here we can climb the ladder to get into the bale area, which we'll go ahead and do, actually. One way to get up in here is to kind of climb the ladder. There we are. And when I was exploring the map earlier, I saw this door, and I'm like, it really looks like that door opens, but it doesn't open, and it's a good thing, because let's take a look. It opens up into nowhere. You'd open the door and just fall off to your probably doom as you impaled yourself on that rock. Back up in here. So you can store all kinds of hay bales up here. And anyway, here's our skid steer. Okay. Then this is where you basically can drive your skid steer out of the bale area. Up here. Now this is the cow part of the main farm. Over here you've got that large placeable zone that we saw in the tutorial. Got a third silage bunker here. Some additional storage buildings. This is the sheep area. So there's your feed trough. Your wool is going to spawn over here. Light switch. Nice bright lights in here. This is where we're going to buy our sheep. And our water trough is down here. Put our water. So that's our sheeps. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Over here we have our cow area. Let's go ahead and buy us up some cows. There. See the gate opens. And I noticed this on this building. It says Shed BSM. So the building's kind of and that door doesn't open. Okay. The building's kind of branded. I don't know if that was... I mean, it's obviously intended. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be there. But I wonder if it's kind of the goal is to basically embed that in the texture, and that way, if it's used in other maps, they kind of get their credit for it. So in here we've got a light switch. Let's go ahead and turn that. I like the lights. We've got the dust there, and if you look at the dust enough, it makes it look like it's moving. In fact, I think it is moving. I think the dust is animated. It's just not a. It's just not a texture. I think it's actually moving. Look at it long enough, it seems to be changing, which is pretty cool. Anyway, here we've got our feed trough. Got our bug zappers in here. We've got plenty of bug zappers to keep our cows stress-free. Low-stress cows make the most milk. Got our feed trough and our clean area here. And we've got a kind of a screen, a sunshade. Click and raise it up, drop it. That's pretty cool. All right, we can let some sun in or close it down if we want. This is where we're storing the manure, but the manure will actually pile up in here. This is also the straw zone. Our cows got back. These are all. Let's go ahead and find that circular feed trough. There's a circular feed trough, so you can bring your grass out here to feed. And then I really like this detail. Back when I was growing up, there were lots of farms that had this exact detail going on, where they had the main road, or the the county road that people drove on. Basically, they would have a dug underneath the road, an area for the cows to basically walk under the road to get to the other side of the pasture, so that they didn't have to deal with stopping traffic and bringing the cows across the street into the other pasture. Cows could just walk up underneath. So I really like that detail. And looky, we got crooked fence posts. That's right, I'm going crazy over crooked fence posts because we issue there. I just get tired of maps that have straight up and down fence posts. So I love the crooked fence posts here. This particular map. And that's it. Right, I think we covered everything at the cow area. And I think we covered everything at the main farm. Up here, these are the ramps. Let's go ahead and click on the 38 here. I don't know why it says 38, but click on it. Ramps raise up. And that's so basically you could back a trailer up here and just dump in if you want, versus backing it all the way into the bunker and dumping. Click it again to drop it. Then we have another storage area up here for tractors or implements or whatever. Whatever your little fashion would go. This is a silo. This is your dump. There's your fill pipe. And there's the little bridge thing, your access way into the bale storage. All right, so let's go and get in our gator and just start driving around this place. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on out. Let's pull up the mini map a little bit. Let's hit the roads, Jack. First thing you notice is we've got really great sight lines on this, and see way off in the distance. See it away from these buildings. Camera stops grabbing. See way off in the distance there. Way off there you see the road the cars are traveling on. That's the road that's between field 66 and 67. Then we've got a field past there. And everything up on the hill, that is all off the map. That's all background imagery. But you can see that basically the background imagery just seamlessly flows with the foreground imagery of the map itself. go in cab a little bit while we are basically dealing with the trees. Let's get off of this bumpy road. Just sick. So I believe these are the removable hedges. Don't have any collisions on them. So I think if we brought a plow out here and dropped it, we would basically take those out. Let's go ahead and the heck, let's try that. Let's go over here and get our plow real fast. First thing we want to do is we want to allow create fields. Yes. We know we have that enabled when it says limit to fields. That means create fields is enabled. Let's go ahead and drop the plow and the hedge should disappear. We drive. Alright, so that's not removable. That test was a fail. You see we are creating a field underneath it. Alright. Proof of concept. These are not removable. We will find the removable ones eventually. So let's develop a plan of action here. I guess let's turn around and circle up to the pig area. Then we'll basically get our animals out of the way. Then we'll go up to the north side of the map. Because really the only thing on the south side of the map are just fields and forestry. Did notice something else about, let's see, is it? No, that's wheat. That. I did notice that this map appears to have a different, well, basically it looks like they've taken the canola. Got some heck of hills here. It's like they've taken canola and made it taller. So when you plant canola, you're going to have a lot higher fields of canola than you would normally. So there is the pig area. Let's go ahead and find our way in. Alright, so here we have the pig farm. We've got a storage shed here, complete with a light switch. Here we have the straw trigger. Got our bug zappers in here again. Here's the straw. This is where the manure is going to pile up. Our liquid manure is right here. That's where your trigger is. Your liquid manure. Got one of these nice domed storage sheds, and I really like the skylight in here to bring in some natural light. More storage. And we've got somewhere around here. Let's go on this side. Alright, so here's the feeding trough. Pigs. And where was Where was the buy at? Gotta be over here. Oh, it's right here. There we go. And we go ahead and open this on up. There's the water trough. Here we have our pigs. All right. So the pig area also has another one of those. There's a nugget. Also has one of those informational screens. Right there, you can see it through the window. Go in here. Squeeze on in here. Come on. Sideways. So there we've got our screen again. All of our information. So if you forget where something is at either of the farms, you can, either of the animal areas, you can get that information right here on these screens. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to make our way to the sawmill, and then make our way down here to the area just north of field 80, and then we'll make our way back up north. Turn around. So that's smaller, and let's go in cab so we can kind of see where the heck we're going. All these trees. So guys, if I sound a little weird today, I'm a little throat congested. I'm trying to mute the mic every time I cough. But if for any reason I happen to forget that, I severely apologize. So I'm trying to mute every time I clear my throat or cough a little bit, but I might not be able to catch myself every single time. We have the sawmill. Another shed Blacksheep modding little logo there. And this is where the poplar is. Probably harvest. We have our, let's look at the screen readouts. This is the scale to enter the sawmill. But it doesn't look like it's working. Got a crane. Let's go ahead and see if the crane game works. Up we go. Up we go. Indeed, the crane works. All right. Around here we have the like this. We've got kind of a rusty old bin. Got a I was gonna say I thought that was a building. Yeah. And we got a nugget. Nugget, everybody. Looks like there's a nugget up there too. Right. So right here we have a tip point for wood chips, for logs, and then we have the other Farm Sim 17 sell point for logs right here. Go ahead and just check the trigger. So there's the trigger on the there's the trigger right there on the conveyor or the log feed. And then we have the wood chips right there also. Got a pretty large, sizable forest here. Go ahead and go out the exit. Uh-oh. That. You know what? Looks like it's a more direct route if we actually go through the woods. So let's go ahead and take this road, the woods. Get a little view of the wooded scenery here. At the same time, we'll get a little bit of a shortcut over to the farm here. Reason to follow the road when we can just go off-road a little bit. Looks like maybe, is this soybeans? Maybe that's a plowable hedge. Our way around this field. And there's the other farm. Right there. Let's just go ahead. Head on in. So this farm here, check this little bullet. Farm 2 is basically just a giant placeable area with 2 silage bunkers and some storage buildings. So you could kind of put all kinds of, like I said, it's not a silage bunker. It's all root crop storage. Oh, that one is. This one we don't get the trigger on. Yeah, we do. Get the trigger at. Okay. Thought I was way in there before I got the trigger to come up. So we got 2 silage bunkers there, some storage, and a huge placeable field or placeable space. Got a customize and repair trigger. So this is kind of like a build your own farm. Farm 2. All right. Let's hit the road and see if we can't make our way up north. Get into the fun part of the map where there's buildings and whatnot. Turn around. Well, let's check out field price for 81. Field 81. It's one of the bigger fields. Field 81 is 5.23 hectares, $423,000. Looks like the sugar beets are ready to come in. Now that looks like a different sugar beet texture. Maybe I'm wrong, but that looks a little different to me. Turned around. Right direction. All right. Gonna make our way up here and get over the river. And check out the biogas plant and the agro life straw. Agro life cell point. Oh, we can't get over there. I wanted to look at the water because it looked like we had, that's the map boundary right there. We can't pass that. Look how the water's been textured where we've got, I don't know if that's like algae growth right there that I'm outlining with my, um, the little center reticle, or if that's like stagnant water and this is flowing water. Water is kind of flowing over there and it's just showing a big stagnant area and big stagnant area there, or what that is. It's rather interesting. Field 8 here. It's a big old grass area. It can be fertilized. Seven. Field 9. Oh, that's weedy. Really wanted to show you that canola texture. It's the canola grows a lot taller here on this map. Right. We'll have to go this way and make our way around to the BGA. It's all perfectly fine. So this map was hyped up quite a bit, I have to say. Blacksheep put out a whole lot of videos showing various components of the map for quite a long time. And it makes you think, it makes you wonder, will the map live up to the hype? That's the question I'm going to pose you guys. So, will the map live up to the hype? Get in here. This looks like be a pretty nice little. Seriously? No way to get in there. There's a collision right there. Probably can't jump through it. This would be a great little farm in town if you could get in here, but it looks like all this is wasted. I can't get through the gate. Can't come in here. Pretty depressing. So let me know. Do you think the map lives up to the hype? Yes or no? So here we have a couple fields that we could merge together. Got the grass here in the middle. Up here's the canola. This is it. So this field doesn't look overly taller. Hey, yeah, it is. So the canola on lots of maps isn't this tall. I think this is a bit taller than normal. Let me know if I'm off base, if I'm just whack, or if y'all agree that normal canola is not that tall when it's ready to harvest. So back to the thought, does the map live up to the hype? I'd like to think it does, but I have to say I'm not super wowed by the map. I think it's a very nice map. It's very attractive. It's got lots of nice details. If you like chunks of the building falling, you like European based maps. This is a pretty nice map. It's got nice fields. They're not all super square. They're also not all super small. So got some pretty big silage bunkers here. Another one. And there should be a third one. Right there it is. plenty of spaces to put silage and ferment silage on the map. Here's for digesting. Now the ramp here is probably set up to bring a wheel loader up here and not a trailer, so that you know. Then around here is going to be your digestate trigger. Digestate out. Yep, right there's the trigger. And that's the BGA. Basic. A second scale and ramp there. All right. Go ahead and drive through so we can get to we can go out the other way and check out that bale sell point and the other sell point that's there. That skill worked. That scale's reading 6. Alright. We got scales all over the place. So here we have our grain dump. And around back, we have the bale sell point. And we've got some seed fill point here. Let's make our way. That's the edge of the map over there. It's pretty good for being the edge of the map. Same with way off there in the distance. Whatever that structure is, that's the edge of the map. Another harvestable, fertilizable grass field there that we could buy. Some pretty brutal hills on the map. Definitely not a map where you want to be pulling around undersized equipment. It's the map edge over there to the left. Here we are. Right is the body of the map. Stores up there on the hill. We'll circle around to that. Do a little off-road driving so we get around that car. Here's our animal buy point. Slaughterhouse with the pig with his legs all tied up. And it should be right around here. There you go. Right, let's head on out. Oh, watch out, pedestrians. I'm not looking where I'm going. Plenty of grass fields on this map. Plenty of places to get grass. Now, you don't own most of them. You'll have to purchase them. But there are plenty of purchasable grass fields. Alright, here is the shop. BSM shop. We got lots of nice things just sitting out front on display. Got the customize and sell trigger right there. And then around back, we have some storage sheds and a massive area to have our equipment spawn in. If you remember, when we bought that gator, it spawned like this general vicinity. So we've got this whole area here to spawn up your equipment. So you can buy a whole ton of equipment and not have to worry about moving it or resetting it to get it back farm. It's like the bank is down that way. Need to turn around is what we do. All right. Lots of gems in town here. This structure here to the right, it's a gem of a what looks like an abandoned old building. The sides are kind of coming down, or the the treatment there is coming off the walls. We're seeing the loose stacked brick behind it. This is just really nice texturing and model construction. Right. We've already seen the animal buy point shop. Let's go ahead and check out this other farm over here. Check out the other sell point, and that'll be it for us. Trying to get the map down, and couldn't see where I was going. Map back up so we can see where we're going. Little bridge with a road under it. That's what I'd like to see more in maps, is kind of multi elevation, where you've got if you looked at the Blacksheep videos, this looks like that little forest area where they cleared the forest and they merged fields, or they made another field. Basically what I was saying was, I'd like to see more maps have kind of the multi-elevation, where you've got, you know, a road going underneath a bridge, and then you have other roads that are up above you and stuff. Here is another farm that you could take up residency in. This is Farm 3. This is the one with the bale sell point. Not a lot going on here, just a little old farm. We got a farmhouse here. Lots of deco all over the place, to give this place a little bit of character. There we got our we got a nugget in here. There we got our repair and customize trigger. Like a shack or something over here. Saw that from the road. Not a lot going on over here. A couple storage sheds. The bale sell point. The barn really doesn't hold up to the rest of the architecture of the map. I'd like to see a different barn there. We've got another silo. So that's the second silo that we've seen in the map. And I think, didn't they say 48 was also one of those flat placeable deals? It may have been. Might be wrong. So 35, 36, 37, and 38, they definitely are fields that you can merge together after you own them all. Alright, so Let me know in the comments what you think of the map. Is this going to be, is this a strong candidate to fall into your daily, not daily, but your weekly maybe play rotation? So here we have a sell point. We've got a working scale, and we've got two choices. We could go left or right. So left is your bale sell point because our wool bale sell point. The stack of wool bales on the pallet is a little bit of an indicator for you. And then we've got the ref. This is a. I'm not going to say that. Here you have a grain dump. Whoa! Oh, in there. It's scary. You're gonna be lost in that thing. Let's get over quick. Woohoo! All right, so that might need to be fixed. Got our seed and fertilizer sell point there. And then over here, gate's kind of in the wrong spot, I think. Why would there be a gate, a security gate? Back up. Why would there be a security gate before the scale? It's a scale, because in theory you would weigh yourself in, you would dump, you would weigh yourself out, and then you would leave, and you know, you'd get yourself a ticket of your before weight, your after weight, and then you'd know how much grain you dumped in. It's supposed to be pipes or something. So maybe just construction. Yes. Oh, there was a Blacksheep video where they must have been adding dirt or something here. They were adding something to this area. It was a construction site, they said. Must be what this is. It's kind of fun watching those videos, and now that you have access to the map, kind of going around the map and seeing where all of the little scenes that they did were done at. So that can be kind of a little mini game within the map itself. So what do you think of the map? Let me know in the comments. I think it's a pretty nice map. It might make its way to the to a multiplayer server near you. Just keep a word out, and you might hear some more information about it in the future. So I encourage you to go ahead. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button. We do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and we have Let's Play videos on Midtown, USA every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also encourage you to go check out the two websites linked in my description and linked up in the channel header. They are PCSG and the Three Dudes Gaming Network. Both sites are for gaming adults. No childish behavior permitted. Both sites are there to help you out. Out you. That's proper English, that's for sure. Anyway, they're all there to help you out. If you've got questions, you're not going to have people basically saying, I don't know, go figure it out yourself. It's not what we're going to do there. And both sites have open multiplayer servers that are open to any member. So if you want to find a good place to hang out and do some multiplayer with some adults and not have to worry about silly behavior that can really detract and deter from your excitement and fun, then check out the PCSG open multiplayer server or the Three Dudes open multiplayer server. So until next time, guys, happy farming.